Previously on Water Rats.
You mean you put your own brother away?
Not the best day in a policeman's life.
Haven't you made enough mistakes in your miserable life? Now go home, Jimmy. Just go home to your wife and kids.
Meet Kevin Holloway, Frank's brother.
Oh, g'day.
You put him in jail, Frank. Do you ever think about that?
I hope you don't think you're moving back in here.
Come on, Frank. You're my brother.
This little restaurant of yours, it's dark, isn't it?
We're here today to deliver the mortal remains of Edward Red Ted Lorton to the sea. Edward spent his life working on the wharves until he was struck down, cruelly murdered, while doing the job he loved. Our sympathies go to his wife Mabel and his workmates who are here today. Let us pray. O God, in the multitude of thy mercy, hear me. In the truth of thy salvation, deliver me out of the mire and let me not sink. Let me be delivered from them that hate me and out of the deep waters. Let not the water flood overflow me, neither let the deep swallow me up. And let not the pit shut her mouth upon me.
When they let you out,
Hear
Billy.
me, O Lord, for thy loving
Jesus,
kindness.
Holloway, what are you trying to do to me?
Turn
Piss
unto
off.
me according to the multitude of thy tender mercies. Amen.
Hey, why don't you get boss, Frank? You know this is just supposed to be for family and close friends.
Come off it, Jimmy. Frank was closer to Ted than you or me.
Not after you two crossed over, he wasn't.
It'll be us that gets his killer, Jimmy.
You get anything to say to me, you say it through my union rep. All right?
This was supposed to be a private affair.
Just paying our last respects, Harry.
You did that at the funeral.
Still investigating a murder.
You've had over a week. You've come up with bugger all.
Then help us out. Harry!
It's his Communist Party card. Carried it his whole life.
He never could accept the party was defunct.
Old values die hard.
And him along with it.
For a man who's only been out a month, you don't look too happy, Billy. Fresh air not agreeing with you.
What's the you showed up?
You're not enjoying being back on the wharves.
It's a living.
Wasn't good enough for you last time. Assault and robbery and 2 years inside.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep my nose clean this time, and you shouldn't be talking to me.
Billy, we're old mates. You scratch my back.
Look, I've done my time. The slate's clean. No one owes anybody anything.
And why are you so jumpy? No, you didn't happen to get any big ideas when you were inside, did you, Billy?
Fair go. You think I'd be here if I had anything to do with Red Ted getting the chop? Bloody hell, I'd be on the other side of the world. There's a lot of angry blokes out there, and whoever did that to Red Ted didn't know what they were getting into.
Could be a big reward in it for someone if they decided to help us out.
the surface? Still no sign of missing diver. The current could have dragged him off. 5 more minutes and we'll call it quits. Dive to the surface. We've located him.
No food or water with him. People usually take refreshments of some sort.
What, champagne, caviar, that sort of thing?
I leave it's done, darling.
Yep, thanks. All right, over and out. Oh, Sarge. He's been located.
How's his condition?
Deceased.
Tess, one of the other divers to take the tanks over to the lab.
How far was he down?
50 metres.
From what Emma Healy said, her husband's done hundreds of dives.
In black water.
No, the wreck's something recent.
Good expensive equipment.
Yeah, nice to have a money tree in your backyard. Look, Senior Constable, diving black water is disorientating enough. You got nitrogen narcosis on top of that. Well, maybe he accidentally switched tanks. What do you reckon, Macca?
Could be.
Could have got a hit of oxygen, gone into a spasm, dropped his mouthpiece and drowned.
Jumping the gun, aren't you?
Excuse me?
Let's just wait till the autopsy's in.
The body will have to be identified at Glebe Morgue, Mrs. Healy. This is Constable Cassidy, and she'll take you down there.
Do you have any children, Mrs. Healy?
Two. I don't know what we're going to do. We don't have any money. I know that there's this insurance policy, but I don't even know about that. Look, I know it seems like a terrible time to talk about it, but I've got to sort out what I'm going to do. There's the kids.
All right, now calm down, Mrs. Healy. Now maybe you should talk to the insurance company.
The thing is, we live on Alan's income, you know, week by week. We need that insurance money just to survive. We've got the mortgage, we've got the school fees. Look, I know that you've got to investigate Alan's death, but is there any way you could, I don't know, speed it up or something?
Mrs. Healy, it doesn't work like that. Now, the divers are investigating your husband's equipment, but beyond that, it's out of our hands. Their report goes to the coroner, there's an inquest. I'm really, really sorry, but there's nothing more I could do. If I could, I would do it.
You don't think there's any way that we won't get the insurance money at all, do you?
I really don't know.
I told Homicide everything I know.
Well, the more we talk, the more chance we have of getting these people.
I know what I'd like to do with them.
Harry, the way I see it, someone knew Ted's routine pretty well. The container of scotch went missing from here, so they must have used a truck to shift it. That means heavy lifting equipment, and that means noise. Now, Ted was old, but he wasn't deaf. So, they waited till he went on his tea break, always at the same time, 1:10 a.m. on the dot, never varied. Wouldn't miss that radio program. He goes to have his cup of tea, turns on the radio, then something went wrong. There were 2 cups, both full, so Ted had company. Then, bam, he's blown away with a shotgun.
You find the container yet?
No.
Jeez. Thing's the size of a flaming house. And you lot can't find it.
Did Ted have any enemies?
Nope.
He was 67, spent 52 years on the wharf, and he didn't have any enemies.
I can see why that'd be hard for a cop to understand.
No one on the wharf had a grudge against him.
No one on the wharves was involved, period.
You think it was an outside job, Ted just got in the way?
How would I know? You're the cops.
This thing about the waterside workers only talking to us through their union reps. That shouldn't apply to brothers, should it? I know you and Jimmy don't exactly get on, but maybe Kevin could have a word with him.
Who?
Jimmy. Thought you could get something out of him.
Doubt it. Jimmy wouldn't say goodbye to me if I was lying on a slab. How'd you go with the union rep?
About the same as you lot in homicide.
Yeah, my guess is he knows as much as we do.
Just a matter of who gets what information first. And it better be us.
Exactly. So you'll need the company.
No, I'm fine. I'll manage better on my own.
Did I miss something?
We practically grew up with Red Ted's family. Frank will be out all night trying to get some answers, like he's been doing every night since Ted was murdered.
What?
This is personal with him. Feel like eating something other than McDonald's?
Oh, I'm just going around in circles here. I never eat McDonald's.
What do you reckon, Tommy? The museum be interested in this little fish?
Well, I don't know, Dad. If you've never seen one before, you can be pretty sure they haven't.
See what they do? Filth the respondy boys. Not even the police. You go after them.
Come on, Tommy. Let's go. Thanks for the fish, Mr. Tabita.
Oh, any news on that diver's death? Yeah, Terry's still stripping down the equipment. Postmortem said he drowned. Anyway, I left the report on your desk.
Thanks. Morning, Frank.
Morning.
Oh, damn on that diver.
He drowned.
How'd you go last night? You were going to drop into some of your old haunts?
Yeah. Just came up with the same old theory.
Gonna share it?
Sure. That's what partners are supposed to do, isn't it? Share information. Okay. Now, Ted was supposedly killed by someone he knew, or at least he recognised well enough to pour him a cup of tea. But the killer couldn't have known how well liked Ted was, otherwise he wouldn't have killed him. Yeah, he might have bashed him, but he wouldn't have killed him. So it couldn't have been one of their own. It's someone who knew the Wolves, but wasn't part of the scene.
Someone who comes, then goes.
Mm.
Frank. Look, last night I was just...
None of my business what you do after hours.
Kevin didn't
None of
know
my
that you were
business
gonna...
what he does either.
Fine.
Fine. Good.
Good.
Holloway? What? Whoa, hey, slow down. Now, who is this? I'm gonna need someone to cover my ass. You wouldn't be interested. Well, come on. Someone called with info on Ted's killer. Okay, this looks like it. Through the roller door. They're said to look in the drum. Red or brown? Here we are.
checked the security firms working with the wharves. Came up with nothing.
Check again. Maybe someone who used to work with security. Lost their job, left for no good reason.
That was fingerprints. Nothing.
Or maybe just someone playing with you, Frank. Old gig tying us up in knots.
What about that person that called you, Frank?
Hard to say. Wasn't using a normal voice.
He asked for you. Not me, not homicide. Someone who knows you. Could it be your brother? Did you talk to Frank this morning?
Do you think he even came home?
Well, he did, and he knows.
We should have gone to your place.
Too late now.
What are you doing here, Frank?
You didn't happen to call me this morning, did you, Jimmy?
Ah, sure, just to see how you were doing.
Don't suppose you've been writing to me either.
You're breaking the rules, Frank. I told you. You want to talk to me? Do it through the union rep.
Hey, Sarah, Joe. How's school?
You're supposed to be catching a killer. Go and do your job.
Get it? I haven't stepped the mark. Seems to be going around.
Anthony Greaves, Hellenic Insurance. I'm here about the dead diver. Healy was insured with us. So if you'll just point me in the direction of the detective investigating the
Detective
case.
Goldstein. Detective Senior Constable Goldstein, Mr. Greaves. He's investigating the diver's death.
Aha. Is there a problem?
Standard procedure with big payouts.
How big?
$500,000.
Ooh. Well, the post-mortem said death by drowning.
We'll see.
Senior Constable Cassidy will help you out.
Just make your way through there, please.
Hey, Tom, did Frank say where he's going?
No.
Goldie, you got a moment? Where are we with Red Ted's murder?
Well, the union rep would hardly speak to us, so we've got nothing out of him. We've got a note suggesting that someone doing security on the docks might know something about it. Homicide are checking it out now.
No idea who wrote the note.
Frank got a phone call and no guesses. He didn't leave his name.
Anything else? Well, we're gonna have to do better. Red Ted was a popular bloke in the union. If we don't catch his killers, then there are people on the docks who will, and they won't make a citizen's arrest. Okay, so keep me informed. Where's Frank?
Oh, he's around.
Well, one tank had compressed air and the other had a nitrox mix. 40% nitrogen, 60% oxygen.
Meaning?
Meaning I was right. He switched tanks, got a hit of O2 and drowned.
So it was an accident.
Could he have done it on purpose?
Hell of a way to commit suicide.
From what I read, drowning's not such a bad way to go. Better than smashing into a tree or sticking a finger into a light socket.
There's 1,001 things that can go wrong at 50 metres.
We'll be doing a wet test.
Yeah, what's it better to work? 100%.
I don't bet.
Just as well, because I happen to know Healy went bankrupt 5 months ago. Lost the lot. Business, home, boat, car. Used to be a high flyer, then bingo. Nothing. Except his insurance policy.
Police launch nemesis. Here is VKG Sydney Water Police. Report of a fishing vessel trawling in a shipping lane. It sounds like it could be the Rispolis.
Crazy bastards.
What's the problem?
It's caught, it's stuck. Pitch it up.
Carter, one move.
Winch it up. I don't know. The net's caught. She's caught.
That's the cops.
Pull your nets and you're in a shipping lane. Back off.
shipping lane! Plenty of time! Where do you think we're going? Either pull your necks in or I'll cut them for you!
Pull your head in, cover!
There's a ship bearing down on you, you idiots! Dad, try the winch again! Come on, hurry up! What do you think you're doing?
What are you, crazy? Back up!
Bugger! I got it! I gotta go!
Now move it! Yeah, move it!
The Smallies aren't gonna forget this.
It's okay, Billy. You can come out now.
What'd you choose this place for?
I thought you might be familiar with it. Good place for a postal drop.
Look, Holloway, I didn't come here to talk in riddles.
Your call, Billy. You're the one who wanted to see me.
I need a favour for all the things I've done for you.
Thought you said the slate was wiped clean.
It's not me, it's me girlfriend.
Liz? And what's she done?
She's disappeared, that's what she's done. I've been looking everywhere for her. She's left her job, her flat. No one's seen her or heard from her.
Sounds like she finally came to her senses.
I'm worried about her.
You're never worried about anyone other than yourself, Billy.
Hold on. I might have something on that Ted business.
Quid pro quo.
Huh?
Let's hear it first.
You're still looking for the container, aren't you? Word has it you might find it at the tip.
What tip?
You gonna help me find Liz or what?
I might consider it. If you do something for me.
I'm telling you where the container is.
Not much good without the guys who took it, is it? I want you to put out feelers about security guys that work or used to work Ted's area.
Get stuffed.
Good luck finding Liz, Billy.
Okay. Deal.
What are you doing? Keep them noise down! Get inside now! Hey, shut up! Hey, you! Hey! Shut up!
Who's he?
Senior Sergeant Hawker, patrol tactician.
Oh, tactics, eh? You're the one who put the Vita up to cutting our
I
nest.
said shut up. What's going on?
They were trawling the shipping lane inside their heads. They said they were caught.
Hey, excuse me. He cut the lines, okay? We lost thousands of dollars worth of equipment because of him.
She was coming in, Sergeant. We didn't have time to muck around with them. Oh, yeah? And who's going to pay for the nets?
You'll get your turn.
Here we go. Here we go.
Joke.
Cops sticking up for each other. Validai.
Won't be a sec.
I'm impressed you know how it works. You ran into a door.
Sensitive skin.
Ro?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Jane, profession, artistic dancer. This isn't for personal use, is it, Frank?
Last arrest. 12 months ago. Been a good girl.
Mm.
Last known address. No, she doesn't live there anymore. Any chance you could find out where she is now?
Yes, I could call the crime data centre, but I'd have to tell them why I wanted to know.
Haven't you got a friend there? You know, you could ask, informally?
It's illegal, Frank. Up, come on.
How's about I offer you my body? Goldie's body?
How about you just tell me why you want to know?
Homicide's just had a breakthrough. They've recovered the container. They found it up in Cambricki Tip, Terry Hills. Been pretty well concealed. No scotch, of course. Going over it now for prints. Well, pretty bloody impressive on Homicide's part, I'd say. Lateral thinking.
Look, I'm impressed.
Such. Senior. Thank you.
Kevin rang. Would have thanked you about the container himself, but you weren't here.
Huh?
This source of yours, do you reckon he might know something else?
Don't know. So far, it's just a one-off contact.
Same person who wrote the note?
Doesn't look that way.
Rachel, I've got the wife of the dead diver downstairs, Emma Healy.
Pink Pussycat? Connie Wellings, please.
Well, you've been dealing with her. Maybe you should talk to her alone, okay? But keep an open mind, eh?
No.
Yep.
No, just tell her it's an old dancing partner.
That insurance man came round last night.
Oh, Greaves.
And this morning. He thinks Alan committed suicide.
And you don't?
He'd never do that. I would have known. I would have noticed something.
He didn't seem depressed.
We're talking about having another baby.
So you talked about the future?
I was going to try and get a job, and Alan was going to take care of the kids.
How did he seem yesterday?
Fine, happy. He always was when he went diving. It relaxed him.
Greaves is harassing her.
Well, she can complain to his boss if she wants to.
All he cares about is saving his company $500,000.
Well, he has to get to the truth, just like we do.
She said he would have left a note.
If you left a note, they could kiss the money goodbye. Some people think money's everything. I mean, he could have told himself if he thought that was the only way he could keep his family in a manner to which they were accustomed.
Just being used to a particular lifestyle doesn't mean you can't adapt to less.
Well, it's easy to say that, knowing there's family money to fall back on.
Who are we talking about here? The Healys or me?
Couldn't care less about your family tree.
Could have fooled me.
Your marriage proposal, Frank. It's the only thing I'd come down here for.
Oh, come on, Connie, now it is. Twice bitten, thrice shy. Detective Goldstein, Connie Wellings.
Pleased to meet you.
Miss Wellings?
Call me Connie.
Take a seat.
So, Frank, long time no see.
Yeah, too long. Long time since I've seen Liz Road, too.
This hasn't got anything to do with Billy Pope, has it?
No, it's just that she's disappeared and we want to know that she's all right.
Look, I told Billy I wouldn't toss him a cent if he was starving.
Well, what if I said you'd be, doing me a favour?
And helping Pope at the same time? Pope dropped to the cops and put away my lover.
He was dealing in coke, Connie.
Not that I knew of.
So how's the injections going?
Great. Can't you tell?
Pretty impressive.
Just one small nick and I'll be all woman.
Now, that'd be a pretty expensive operation. You know, I could make a small donation.
Look, I don't know where she is. She didn't say.
So you spoke to her?
She rang a few days ago, sounded low, told me not to say anything to anyone. She just wanted to check in. She said she was missing the old crowd.
Say where she was?
Just that she was working in Parramatta making hamburgers.
Oh, you know, maybe the hours were better. Maybe she turned over a new leaf.
Sure, but Parramatta, if I was turning over a new leaf, I'd be heading for Double Bay. Great shops.
Detective Goldstein? Yeah, be right there. Kevin, picked up someone for Red Ted.
Connie, thanks again.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Could have told me.
Why? You got a thing about transsexuals?
I've got a thing about being half-breathed.
Well, I've always seen Connie as a woman. Didn't think it'd be an issue.
Oh, the issue is your attitude.
Hi. Clyde Brooks, 35, ex-security, now a bouncer in a club. Lives with his sister, fired because he was a loose cannon. Rumour has it he was cutting in on pillage on the docks, but nothing proven.
How come he slipped through your first check?
The security firm left his name off the list. Didn't want to admit they had a few bad apples.
Yeah, I used to work security on the docks. Bloody boring job, I can tell you.
Ever run into a fellow called Red Ted Lorton?
Yeah, who hadn't? And the man was a fixture. Crying shame what happened to him.
Yeah. Did you know him well?
Yeah, well, enough to say good day to, but that's all.
Didn't ever have a yarn to him, have a cup of tea together?
No, I didn't know him that well.
Do you know what you were doing between 12 and 2 on the night of the 12th?
This month? Probably working at the club. I clock on at about 10. No, hang on. The 12th was a Monday. My night off, that's right. Yeah, I'd grabbed a slab with a mate of mine and we went over to his place and played poker.
Oh, just the two of you?
Yeah.
Well, that's not very interesting, is it, you know? Two-handed poker?
Well, we were more interested in the beer than the cards.
What's your mate's name?
Holt. Steve Holt.
Yeah. Gentlemen. Too cool by half.
He would have had to hire a truck to haul the container.
Already checked. No one of your description.
Yeah, he'd be remembered all right. See, maybe his mate did the hiring, not so memorable. Oh, God, what's she doing? Look, tell her I got an appointment.
Listen, Frank, about last night.
What about it?
Goldie said you two sort of bumped into each other.
So?
So I know you, Frank. You're pissed off.
I don't foul up my own doorstep, and I don't expect you to do it either.
It was one night. It just happened.
Does she know it was just one night?
We haven't talked about it. And I don't have to answer to you, Frank.
Hey, no one asked you to.
Where's Frank?
Gone.
Gone where? I'm getting really sick of this.
Did you find her?
Depends.
On what?
You hear anything about a guy with a moustache? Name of Brooks?
Listen, mate, the deal was I give you the information about the container and you get to find out what happened to Liz.
New house rules.
You bastard, you found her, haven't you? Come on, Frank. I'm worried sick about her.
Love can be cruel, Billy.
Look, I might have heard someone mention something about an ex-wharfie who had a run-in with Ted a couple of months ago.
Name?
Bludger Riley. Used to get drunk on the job. Red Ted thought he was going to be a danger to the rest of the blokes, so he put him into the union. Bludger threatened him. That's all I know. I swear. Please, Frank.
She's working in a hamburger joint in Parramatta.
Bloody matter. What's she doing there?
You'll have to ask her yourself.
What hamburger joint?
You've got to do some of your own dirty work, Billy.
There must be dozens of hamburger joints.
What's going on, Frank? We're halfway through an investigation into Brooks.
Homicide want to chase Mr. Moustache, let him.
Yeah, well, they let him go, checking his alibi.
Wasting their time.
Riley? Who's he?
Ex-wharfie had a go at Ted.
Might be worth a look. Petty theft, assault, theft of a vehicle, more
Yeah,
assault.
but there's no weapons of any kind. Suddenly he's graduated to a shotgun killing?
Yeah, they all graduate eventually.
Who's next, Wharfie? What about your tip on security?
Bum steer, someone having a go at us.
I don't know. Something about Brooks that he's almost too helpful. And he is ex-security, this guy Riley isn't.
So we go with homicide, forget our own leads?
Can I have a word with you?
After you.
Is this a competition between us and homicide?
My source was right about the container. That's good odds he's
That's
right
not
about
what
Riley.
this is about.
It's about getting Ted's
It's
killer.
about me sleeping with Kevin.
You got a sister?
What?
What if I asked you for a telephone number?
I don't have a sister.
Yeah, but if you did have and she was in the force, it wouldn't be too close to home
It
for you?
happened once, and that's it. You refer to me before you start charging around doing your own investigations.
Well, I'm referring to you now.
Well, good.
We go with Riley, or you want to follow up on Brooks? Now remember, this Riley, he's probably had quite a few, so he could be dangerous. Just go easy.
place, pal. No, I know what I'd say.
Bludger Riley.
Right.
Do you know a fella called Ted Lorton? Red Ted?
Never heard of him.
You had run-ins with him when you worked on the wharves.
You might remember he shafted you for drinking on the job.
You gotta be kidding, pal. That was months ago. Another life. How do you expect me to remember that?
How have you been earning a living, Bludger?
Wouldn't you like to know? I inherited $1 million, all right?
Geez, you're funny.
That's what they tell me.
So, you don't think you can remember where you were when Ted was murdered?
Nowhere.
Well, that's not what we've been told.
You can't pin that on me, all right? Any rate, what the hell am I supposed to do with that scotch? Drunk it? Anyway, you've got no proof and you've got no bloody proof.
You know, I think he's got us there. Have to let him go.
You better watch yourself. Word's out that you did that job and they're after you.
What?
Well, they say you're responsible for Ted.
Look, I wasn't anywhere near the docks at the bloody time. And I can prove it.
How? See you later.
No, wait. I was pulling the job.
Sorry?
I was pulling a bloody job, all right? Summerhill, the bathroom window was open, so in I went.
Burglary, Smith Street, Summerhill. Jewellery video recorder cache. Unforced entrance through bathroom window unsolved.
We've got a floater. Thought you two might be interested.
It's Brooks.
How's Liz, Billy?
I'm still looking for her, Frank. It's a hamburger city out there.
You sent me on a wild goose chase.
No, how was I to know it was Brooks that done Ted in?
Because I did just about everything but tell you where you could find him.
No. You got it all wrong.
Who'd you tell?
No one. Anyway, all you lot would have done was slap him on a wrist and put him in a comfortable cell for a couple of years. You've forgotten what we say in the painters and dockers, Frank. We catch and kill our own.
Well, those days are long gone, Billy. And you lot are supposed to be respectable now.
Yeah, well, at least Red Ted will rest in peace.
Your father's been saying that anyone that takes on a Tavita takes on the whole of the water police. He's got the fish markets in an uproar, half siding with the Rispolis and half with him. He's been behaving like the Godfather.
Sorry, sir.
Now either I bring him in and have a word with him, or you straighten him out. But I want it straightened out.
Yes, sir.
What?
Look, Dad, you've got to stop opening your mouth about me down at the markets. Look, I know that you're proud of me, but I didn't want to cut the Rispoli's net. I had no choice.
You did what was right, I know. The Rispolis give us a bad name. You did right for the Tevitas.
Look, I did my job as a cop. Do you understand? Dad, it's not because I am your son or because the Rispolis are idiots. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Your father's not stupid. What you did was good.
Is he going down to 50 metres?
No, 20. Because if there is something wrong with the equipment and the nitrox is leaking into the other tank, it could be dangerous at 50.
What about at 20?
Well, at 20, we'll find out what the problem is without killing him. Okay, 20 metres, switching tanks now. Equipment's working fine.
That's good enough for me. He committed suicide.
Hang on, you can't say that. At 50 metres, it could have been highly narked and in its confused state accidentally switched to the nitrogen mix.
I'd say deliberately switched tanks.
Listen, I'll be telling the inquest exactly what I'm telling you, right? I think they'll give Healy the benefit of the doubt.
Yes. Thanks.
I didn't do it to make you happy.
I didn't expect you to, but you have. Can I help you?
Yeah, I need some protection.
Things gives the waterside workers a bad name.
Well, let's just hope this is an end of it, Harry.
I'm turning myself in.
Right, your name?
Holt. Steve Holt. I was loading the container on the truck. Brooksy said he'd go and check on Ted. The next thing I hear a gun go off. I didn't even know Brooksy had a gun.
Did Mr. Brooks tell you what happened?
He said the old guy threatened him. Came at him with a bit of iron bar.
So how did you hear Mr. Brooks was dead?
His sister rang me. I thought I'd be next.
Remember when we were little kids, how we used to come down here all the time? And watch Dad and Ted unload the ships?
Yeah.
You know, we really were such a part of it all. You and me. Jimmy.
Still are. It's just different.
You know, I didn't want it to be Brooks because I was pissed off at you. I wanted you to be wrong.
Maybe it was.
Well, you were. You both were.